Hey, what is up guys? My name is Sanket. You are watching Sanket's Brush, and today we are going to talk about POM add-on or Parallax Occlusion Mapping add-on. If you don't know anything or if you haven't seen my last video about Parallax Occlusion Mapping, go ahead, click that I button and watch the full video and then come back, because if you want to know in depth what is POM, or just stick with me for the rest of the video. So parallax occlusion mapping node gives this 3D effect on the meshes, and this is our normal depth texture, and this is parallax occlusion mapping, mesh based parallax occlusion mapping. I really suggest you to watch the previous video where I explained step by step how I made this add-on, or not node, but I almost explained 90% of this stuff here. So how to get this node? So go to asset library, so just search POM, and here is our POM add-on, and download this add-on. So ignore asset root and install the add-on, but I have already installed it, so I'm not going to install this second time. So how to use this add-on? To use this add-on, you have to use it in 3D scene, search POM, add POM node, and first of all go to shaders here, and you will see a default shader, visual shader. Just go there and navigate to colors. Actually I am using only PBR textures. If you want to use your own textures or procedural shaders, you can modify the thing here. I mean, you can modify the visual shader. By the way, I have explained about this visual shader in my previous video, so you can go and watch this full video or explanation. So to use this node, you have to place it in 3D scene, or you can use it under mesh instance 3D. Why? I'll tell you in some time. First of all, let me add some PBR materials over here. Diffuse to color, depth to depth, normal to normal, and ORM or ambient occlusion, roughness, and metal. And wait, why it is okay. After applying these textures, you can see the depth effect. If you want to increase the instances, you can increase it by POM layers. Sorry, you can increase the layers of parallax occlusion mapping here, and below that you can add layer gap or gap between each layer, you can see. And this is adjust alpha. This is self-explanatory. What is adjust alpha? They just adjusts alpha of each layer. You can add any mesh here. For this video I am going to use sphere because sphere looks good. And if you are using it in a scene, already made scene, then let me show you how to use it. So let me see if there is any, if I have forgot any stuff or not. No, these are just normal things, shader stuff. Okay, so let me show you how to use it in already made scene. So let's say you made a scene in a blender, like something like this. So here, this is a blender scene named Suzanne. We are going to create a new scene here, and this is our Suzanne. Let's add POM under Suzanne, and now let's use parent mesh. It will get the mesh from parent. By the way, parent have to be mesh instance ready, or else it will not work. So we are going to add the same materials to Suzanne. I mean, not Suzanne, but the POM node under Suzanne. So here color goes to color, depth goes to depth, normal goes to normal, ORM goes to AO, roughness, and metal. And here you can see effect is showing up. Let me just adjust UV scale, and you can do UV pan too. Yeah, and if you want to use, by the way, I have added a toggle for a shadow too, because shadows are very costly. They cost, I mean, the performance will decrease if you keep the shadows on. Okay, as you can see, you can toggle shadows. Yeah, you can see this is shadows. And why I added these shadows, because if you use high poly mesh, let me show you in wireframe. As you can see, these are the meshes and not the shader. As you can see, these are mesh instances, because our POM node is based on multi-mesh instance 3D. That's why if enable the shadows only if really needed, or don't use it at all. because there are too many meshes and this will cost performance. I mean, this will decrease the performance overall. So for now, we are going to not enable the shadow. And yes, this is our node. And yes, I might make video next day. Okay, for now, goodbye and keep making games. If you don't know anything about mesh based parallax of